All right. So, as you can see by the screen, I have passed one of my evals, which is absolutely great. So, let me tell you the story behind this because this is actually really cool. This is why I really really value this eval compared to all my other ones that I passed, right? This one's really cool. So, the first day was actually a revenge trading day because I had opened an account earlier that morning, traded it, and then essentially blew it as well. Because I was already down $1,000. So I was only a grand away from that maximum loss limit. So I blew that. I got a reset that same morning and got this one here. And you can see, first day again down $1,000 again. And I said, okay, we need to do something about this because at this point I'm just gambling, right? So next day we were up $816. Perfect. That was really good. That's when I needed the confidence to get back into it, right? Day three we lost $1,200. I said, well, okay, we can trade this tonight in the Asia session and see where this goes. So I was trading on Asia session, and I went in for a position in a trade, and I saw my account flash between 48,000 and 47,000 about 3 or 4 different times. At that point, I knew it was really getting to me when it came to the losses, because that would be my essentially third reset, if it reset, in the past week. Actually, no, like 2 days, which is not good. That's not, you should not have 3 resets within 2 or 3 days. Actually, maybe it was 4 days. I don't know. Whatever the case, again, almost blew it. So I didn't blow it. The trade that I was in that almost made me blow the account, I actually ended up winning. And I said, okay, well, if this is the case and I want to revive the account, I need to do this properly and consistently. And that is exactly what I did. So, from day four, I took one trade on the Asia session, one trade on New York, right? And then I was done for the day. So $800 a day. That's pretty nice. I did that for day four, day five, day six, day seven. Now, day eight. This one is the day where I pass. Obviously, as you can see, we made $1,200 on the last day. My trades are only target profit of 20 points. So this means I took 3 winning trades. Now, when it came to the winning trades, all the trades on this account except for the ones I had lost over here, and one more trade that I took on the last day were all green. There was one day on the last day where it was a red trade, and I was like, crap. But I got it back the next trade, and yeah, as you can see, I passed the account. So, with that in mind, if you ask me, so this account took roughly a week and a half to pass. Okay, that means I made 5 grand in a week and a half. Now you're probably going, okay, well, not really, because you were down 2 grand and you only made three. Yes, true, but realistically, if you think about it this way, I started out at basically 48,000 flat, and I grew it up to 52,000. That, in my eyes, that's 5 grand. Okay, 5 grand with only one losing trade. That's very very good. Okay, this is why I value this account like crazy, because the consistency shows just by the chart, just by looking at these, you can see that I was very very consistent, right? So 8 days was roughly a week and a half, $5,000. Now this is not real money; it's an eval, but I still value it. I still value that like crazy, because again, it may not be real, but again, 5 grand a week and a half. That's pretty powerful. So this account will be activated in the next coming weeks. Because I gotta do a bunch of other stuff first, and then this account will be activated. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I said, hey, I'm really nervous and scared about losing this funded account. And he tells me straight up, he goes, okay, then don't lose it. And at the time, I was like, oh, thanks, man. And Uh-oh, what happened? Sweet. Okay. All right. TP hit. So now we're up on the day, $8,200. So, anyways, back to my story. He was telling me, he said, okay, don't lose it. In my head, I was like, okay. Well, actually, I said to him, I was like, gee, thanks, man. And the more I think about it, it's like, well, he has a point. I lose, for me at least, I lose accounts because I do something ridiculously stupid. I mean, that might be for you guys as well, but it comes back to, if you just avoid that and you don't do things stupid, you actually trade on good price action, good days, don't do things stupid, you'll get the payouts. And the more and more I think about it, I was like, he has a point when he says that. Just don't lose it. Like, he's entirely correct when he says that. Because it's almost that simple. When you get a funded account, just don't lose it. If you don't want to lose it, don't do anything stupid. And I know it's easier said than done because, there's psychology and everything. I understand that. But that's just my whole thought process behind it. It's like, if I'm really afraid of losing the account, then just don't. Like, don't lose it. Don't do something stupid that will blow the account. It's that simple. So, that is today's recap. I guess you could say recap / news, important news. The goal is for this account, so what I want to do is I want to have a $5,000 payout. And I know that seems crazy. But realistically, if you think about it, if I made $5,000 in a week and a half, and I trade, only A+ setups, trades that I will only take on a funded account, why can't I do it again? Sure, you might say, there's bad price action days, which, I agree, there are. But it comes back to, if there's a bad price action day, don't trade and just wait for the next day. And then when it's better, get back in on it. Get back on that horse. Because it comes back to, if you don't want to lose the account, then don't. Don't do anything stupid. But the goal is to get that $5,000 payout, and with that being possible, I have to essentially run the account up to 10 grand, because one of their rules on payouts or Top Step is $5,000 payout or 50% of your account balance, whichever is less. So I need to make 10 grand in order to make a $5,000 payout. Is it possible? Absolutely. It is possible. So, first thing, we're going to run the account up to about $2,000, and then I'm going to get a $1,000 payout. Okay? And then now we're back down to $1,000. Now from there on out, I'm going to rack it all the way up to 10K total balance so I can get that $5 grand payout. I know I can do it. It is entirely possible. It is. There's a reason why as to they have that $5,000 cap. Think about it. It could be capped at 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, but it's capped at 5. Why? Because they don't want you making a lot of money. Right? I mean, their new rule recently that says after 5 payouts on a funded account, you get moved to live. That's a new rule. And I think that was introduced roughly 2-3 weeks ago or something, maybe like a month, whatever it was. That's one of the new rules. So what I'm trying to do is essentially maximize those payouts before I get moved to the live. Not if, but when I get moved to the live. When? Because again, I know what happened. I know it's possible. It is. And like you as the viewer, you have to get that in your head. Trading's not hard. It's 90% psychologically and it's 10% strategy. Yes, I know, easier said than done, but I also have been trading for 3 years total, and like I know all this because of experience, whether it be losing accounts, revenge trading, all of that. I've been down every single path that you might be going on right now. And as I say that, if you need help, send me a message on Instagram or send me a message on Discord. because pretty soon I'll have a community as well that you guys can join. But that's the goal, to get that $10,000 payout. So, with all that being said, yes, that's all the news that I had regarding important news and my change of goals, some inspiration to just, shed some light on it. Because again, all this is possible. Like you might see people on social media, oh, I'm 23 years old and I just made, $5,500 on a single trade, and I have a Lamborghini and a McLaren and a house in Puerto Rico. You guys realize, first off, it's all possible. All the things he has is most likely true. Yes, there's a chance that he's just saying it or whatever. But think about it. I mean, the one big trader that we all know of is TJR. The guy's like 22 years old, lives in Puerto Rico, has watches, that are prices of houses, cars that are prices of, really nice high rises. There is nothing different from him and you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, you don't need to have a big brain for trading. Like, you realize, like, all these big traders, most of them have a mental illness, or they just never did good in school. Not because they were stupid, because they just didn't want to do good in school. Like, I graduated with a 2.3 GPA. I'm going to say that up front. You want to know why? Because I'm okay with that. I'm okay if I say that. I don't care. Because, when I'm driving down the road in a Lamborghini, do you think they'll care if I have a 2.3 GPA? No, they'll be amazed. It's all possible. The word dumb or stupid does not exist. Those people, dumb people and stupid people, don't exist. It's just how their brain is wired. Like, think about it. The people with 4.0 GPAs, they're the ones that work for the people who have the lesser GPAs. And I got a good reason behind that. The 4.0 GPA people, they see it all straightforward. That's the way they're taught. They see it straightforward, right? But, say that person like me with a 2.3 GPA, they're going to think, okay, if we go this way, take a right turn on this path, and then go straight, a left turn, right turn again, we still get to the same destination differently. Meaning life isn't about just going straight forward to that goal of, oh, let's go work a desk job at 9 to 5. No. There are so many other turns you can take before you ever get there. You don't have to go there. That's not, like, my plan personally is to never go there. I have a whole map when it comes to trading, whether it be creating another source of income out of trading or like anything else. Social media, it's all mapped out. And what's the problem? Time. And guess what? With me being super young, 19 years old, I have a shit ton of that time. And so do you, because most likely, I don't know for sure, but you're probably also somewhat young. There's podcasts of people who, they go up to multimillionaires and they say, oh yeah, I didn't touch my first million until I was like 40 years old. When they're being interviewed and they're 45. Like, you have so much time. Do it young while you can.